Hello, my name is Blessco, and today I will be talking about the marketing challenges found in the manufacturing industry, as well as some marketing analytical solutions that can help solve these challenges. First, I'll be talking about the industry overview of the manufacturing industry in Malaysia. Malaysia is a significant manufacturer of electrical and electronics, rubber, and chemical products. The manufacturing sector in Malaysia has employed over 2.8 billion Malaysians and secured an investment of around 120.5 billion ringgit, accounting for 32% of approved investments that year. The manufacturing industry is also the second highest GDP earning sector with 22.7% of Malaysia's GDP, which is behind the first highest GDP earning sector, which is the service sector, with 53.5% of Malaysia's GDP. Next, I'll be talking about 3 marketing challenges that are found in the manufacturing sector. The first one is identifying customer segmentation. Second one is predicting churn rate and retention rate. And the third one is forecasting and identifying new product demand. First is identifying customer segmentation. In the manufacturing industry, it is very important for us to identify which customers are low value and which customers are high value, as we would want to keep these high value customers, as losing one of them can prove a significant loss of investment as well as client satisfaction or partnership opportunities. For this, we can use a marketing analytical technique called K-means clustering, which is an analytical tool that groups data points that share similar characteristics together. In this case, businesses that are high value and businesses that are low value. When we identify high value and low value clients, we can allocate our resources more effectively and put more resources into high value customers so they get more satisfied and we can get more in return of investment from them. The second challenge is identifying customer churn and retention rate. After using K-means clustering to identify high value clients, we would want to keep them as they are hard to acquire and very costly to lose. For this challenge, we are going to use the logistic regression analytical tool. This is a logistic regression graph. It helps us understand the reasons why customers choose to leave. The x-axis acts as the false positive rate, which is the percentage of non-churn customers incorrectly predicted to churn, while the y-axis is acted as the true positive rate, which is the percentage of actual churners correctly predicted to churn, or is also called the recall and sensitivity. The blue line is your ROC curve of your model, while the dashed or diagonal line represents as random guessing, which is a model with no predictive power. An ideal model would perform above this line. This is an example of the table that you could output after analyzing the graph. The precision is how many churners are identified as actual churners, while the recall is how many total churners that are captured after scanning the data. In this case, only 20% of the churners are actually churners, while only 44% of the total churners were captured by this graph. Next is the retained, which is captured as 77% of the retained customers are actually retained, which means this model is very good at capturing retained customers, albeit only 52% of the total retained customers are captured. The last challenge is estimation of demand of the new products. Estimation of newly developed component or machineries can be very valuable data for the company, as overproduction or underproduction may lead to loss of revenue. For this, we are going to use the time series forecasting to analyze time series data with statistics and modeling to make predictions and data-driven decision-making. Before we get into forecasting, it is very important to understand the 4 graphs above. These 4 graphs represent the decomposition plot, which is the observed, trend, seasonal, and noise. Without understanding the 4 decomposition plots, you run the risk of building a model that misunderstands the true behavior of data, which leaves an inaccurate forecasting data. Companies can make strategic decisions based on forecasting. Although data is never 100% accurate, this can reduce uncertainty. In conclusion, the manufacturing industry has a plethora of marketing tools to help with their marketing challenges, not just logistic regression, K-means clustering, and time series analysis, but there are also a lot of other marketing analytical tools used to solve a lot of different other challenges. That is all from me today. Thank you so much.